Okay, I don't think we're going to go back into Riddell's room, or Riddle's room, again, however you want to pronounce it, but we're going to try to make our way straight back to Lynx's room, his study or whatever. I've already forgotten where we need to go. A purple book. As we continue through the passageway, everything's going normal until suddenly something drops onto my hood. I run my fingers through it and manage to peel off a cold, slimy object. I look up at the ceiling. There's thousands of the disgusting little black things up there. Leeches! Ah! The slimy, blood-sucking animals continue to fall onto our bodies as we panic more and more. We desperately try to shake them off, but it's hopeless. There's too many of them. They crowd around us, homing in on our presence from every direction, from the ceiling, the walls, the floor, everywhere. We've got to turn around. However, looking back the way we came, a countless number have started to crowd around the passage back behind us as well, blocking our only exit. "We've got to get out of here," Kid yells. Make a run for it? Make a run for it. No going slow here. We sprint. "I can't stand this anymore. I've got to get out of here now." I start to bolt down the slimy, leech-filled corridor as fast as I can. As the leeches continue to rain onto us, wiggling their way down our shirts, sucking our blood with their tiny teeth, I continue to run and run and run. We frantically scurry down the passageway, worried for dear life. Squishing their damp bodies under my feet, I suddenly take a bad step and slip on one of them, sending me flat on my back. Ah! Coming up from behind, Kid doesn't seem to see me. "Kid!" I yell, but it's too late. Unable to stop in time, she topples over me, falling onto the leech-covered floor too. "Serge!" Standing up, we try to clean ourselves off, but it's useless. I'm barely able to get any of the bloodsuckers off before more and more begin to drop down from the ceiling onto us. I've never been in anything half as foul as this. Never. Oh no, two have squirmed into my mouth. They wiggle around violently as they latch themselves onto my tongue. Ugh. I spit the mouthful out and suppress the urge to open my mouth and scream again, despite the sharp pain now in my mouth from the cuts they've left. Suddenly, something strange happens. The leeches all simultaneously begin to squirm out from my clothes, hair, and skin, heading back away from us. They travel a few feet down the corridor, and there begin to accumulate into some sort of mass. What the? As the last few leeches make their way over to the mass, it starts to form into a humanoid shape. The figure solidifies moments later into some sort of a blue monster, holding a huge scythe. Oh great. The polished scythe suddenly comes arcing through the air, aimed straight for me. Duck it. I instantly duck down low, hoping to avoid the huge scythe. I don't know how you would parry that. However, the demon easily anticipates my move and shifts the scythe downward at the very last moment. Ah! Blood spurts out of my shoulder as the demon recoils. I grasp at the wound, hoping to stop the blood. Suddenly, leeches start to come out from behind the demon, inching their way towards us once again. "This can't be real," Kid shouts, shutting her eyes tightly. Suddenly, the leeches vanish into thin air. They must be nothing more than hallucinations. Let's attack. I switch my knife around for a backhand attack as the demon grins a disgusting smile at me. The second I see it break its focus, I lash out with my weapon. However, my dead-on attack only seems to graze the demon's skin. "What are you smiling at, freak?" Kid yells as it gives us a twisted, fang-laden smile. I clean the sweat off my brow and try to keep focused. However, I can't help but notice the demon's eyes amidst all this. They've got such an unsettling quality to them, almost as though the thing harbors some sort of unimaginable intelligence. Wait, what am I saying? I can't get lost in that thing's mind now. Everybody knows these things can trap your spirit with their eyes alone. All of a sudden, the demon starts to mutter something. A second later, it bursts into flames. Within a few moments, the flames die out, and the demon is no more, gone without a trace. I'm guessing McGill helped us there. What the? A vague uneasiness sets in as I look around. Not a single scrap of evidence remains from that entire encounter. Was any of that even real? Hopefully the scythe wound isn't. Whew. You okay, mate? Yeah, I'm not bad. I've got some bruises here and there, but nothing too serious. You? Are you kidding? I kicked that thing's arse so bad it didn't even have time to say its prayers. Yeah, we did pretty good back there, didn't we? You got a thing or two to learn, but you're getting there, mate. Kid's mischievous eyes sparkle as I glance at her for a moment in the dim moonlight. I set off down the corridor with her, ready for what's next. Continuing on through the passage, eventually we come to a branch. We see an upward staircase on the left, as well as a stone archway directly ahead. Okay, so we're back at the archway. Let's go ahead and take it. I'm curious to see what's finally in here. Peeping in from the arched entranceway, Kid looks astonished. Wow, look at this. I heard about these things. They're called atriums. A large fountain sits in the center of this beautiful room. Looking across the way, another archway similar to this one leads off into the darkness. Whoa, cold, Kid exclaims, taking her hand out of the water. Coming to her side, I kneel down and peer into the pond. Leaning over the beautiful marble edge, I too feel the chilly water. From deep beneath the surface, a number of fish start to swim towards us. These buggers look expensive. I can't seem to see the bottom of the pond. I wonder how deep it is. The fish are a little restless, splashing here and there. Suddenly, Kid tugs at my arm, jerking my hand out of the water. Before I can ask why, one of the fish leaps out, snapping at me. We scramble to our feet and take a few steps back from the fountain. Many other fish soon follow, jumping out of the water, snapping at us. A few land outside the pond. I kick one of them into a corner, watching it violently squirm around. It appears to be a piranha. More and more of them emerge from the apparently bottomless depth. Having gotten a fresh scent of game, the piranhas start to splash around more viciously now, getting water everywhere. I wonder how many of these things could be in there. It looks like there are more and more of them emerging every second. Suddenly, a dark red liquid starts to erupt from the fountain. Kid leaps back at once. I'm shocked as well, staring dumbfoundedly at the erupting fountain. The gushing red liquid shoots higher and higher. The water level in the pond rapidly rises, taking on a disgusting red hue. Before long, the water level has started to overflow onto the floor. A bead of sweat rolls down my brow as I realize that the room is about to fill with water. We might be able to make it a soft distance before the piranhas reach us. Quick, what do we do? You know what? Let's just make a run for the far exit. Quick, The exit over there! I don't want to go back to where we came from. With the water now up to my calves, I find I can't move very fast at all. The dyed water, now sticky like blood, splashes violently as I make for the opposite end of the room. Below me I can feel the sharp stab of those tiny, razor-sharp teeth digging into my legs. Wincing in pain, I turn around. Quick, what do I do? Oh. There's no way we can kill all of the piranhas. They said there was a... Let's just run for the exit. Come on, we gotta get out of here. Now! Setting my sights on the far exit, I start frantically splashing through the murky water. With the water level now rising up above my calves, I find I can't move very fast. And now the room has taken on a nasty smell. An awful mixture of blood, fish, and salt water. Ah! 2 fish have simultaneously bitten into my left thigh and right ankle. Hacking away at the 2, I rid myself of their visceral grip and continue to make a run for it. However, it's still a ways to the exit. This is probably going to kill me, but I am not turning back. And I'm not going to try to fight hundreds of them. Let's just keep going. Damn it! It's hopeless! You cowards! Setting my sights on the far exit, I start frantically splashing through the murky water. With the water level now risen up above my calves, we're gonna be chewed in half, I think. From behind me, McGill's arrows of light dart into the water, disintegrating the lightning-fast fish. However, it's still a ways to the exit. I'm gonna try one more time to go for the far exit. I want to know what's over here. Damn it. It's hopeless. Okay, maybe since it says it's hopeless, it's actually hopeless. It's still just above my calves, thankfully. Okay, we'll turn back this time. I make the wrong decision again. McGill shoots more arrows of light into the water. Oh no! Just now I slip on a fish, sending me splashing into the water. The next moment, from all around me, I start to feel sharp, stabbing pains as a dozen fish swarm me, and then a dozen more, and then... Think we just died. No! No, we were doing not that good anyways, probably. And so... I died. Well, apparently this is how bad it can get. Oh boy. Guess I should have turned back. Just too stubborn. Had to see what was through the exit. Paid a price for it. Wonder whatever happened to Kid and McGill. Anyways, let's reload here, and I think we have to do the leeches and everything over again too. Hang on. Okay, my last save point was back here at Riddle's room. You know what? Let's enter the room this time just to see what happens. Maybe there'll be a new option in here, because those leeches weren't there last time. Yum, snarf, snap. Okay. There's gotta be something that we've missed. The letter on the desk, warm teacup. And still no one is here. Something just blew in through the window. Did you see that? Wait. That window wasn't open before. Someone was just in here, it seems. Let's come back another time. We don't want to get caught snooping around. For the time being, we leave Riddle's room. Okay, so I guess on to the leeches again. Great. I guess this time we get to see what happens whenever you try to parry a scythe. Head left. Nope, back to the staircase we go. The staircase and the leeches. as well as a stone archway. What? No leeches? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to avoid the archway now, too. And actually, you know what? No, let's go to the archway. Say, maybe flooding this room will do something? Wow. Look at this. Called atriums. I'm going to butcher that accent throughout this entire series, folks. So, this time, let's see. What were my choices again? I'm sure as hell not going to try to fight the fish, because like it said, a dozen, and then a dozen, and then a dozen. Oh, look at the cute little buggers. They must be trained. Wow, they're so easy to catch, too. Don't even need a fishing rod. Kick it into a corner, you animal abuser. It's a piranha, it's got feelings, too. Okay. How many of them could be in there, we already know. More than we can possibly kill. And it's game time. I'm kind of starting to regret putting this on normal speed. Text. Yep, and here come the piranhas. A bead of sweat rolls down my brow as I realize I'm about ready to kill us one more time. We might be able to make it a safe distance. What do? Make a run for the far exit, head back to the staircase. Let's just go back to the staircase. Come on, we're outnumbered. Splashing through the water, we turn back, heading for the passageway from where we came. However, a few of them manage to sink their teeth into me before I can get away. I kick off the last remaining few as I bolt out of this vile room. Wonderful. That could have went worse. Whew, what a close call. That rat bastard. Whatever tricks he's got up his sleeve, it won't stop us for long. We're coming for you, Lynx. But he's not even here, kid. That's what we were told. While resting on a wall to tend to my wounds, I look up and notice something out of the ordinary. Hey, was this here before? Carved into the wall, a large marble sculpture of an intimidating face stares down at us coldly. Man, look at that beard, though. It looks as though it's been sculpted by a fine artisan. It's very detailed. Its features are beautifully etched and barely eroded, and there is something that looks like engraved on the wall around it. It's a mouth of truth, McGill says. A what? A mouth of truth. The legend is that if you are given to lying, a mouth of truth will know if you put your hands into its mouth. That is crazy. Oi, what a hard idea, Kid says, rolling her eyes. Let's see you do it, I say. Kid looks up worried, but seeing McGill looking at her, feels a resolve and tentatively puts her hands in the mouth. However, after a few seconds, nothing seems to be happening. Hey, what do you know? Guess I passed the test. That can't be all there is to it. Ah, I know. Kid, how many pounds do you weigh? 104. Kid suddenly takes on a worried look, but before she can remove her hands, the marble set of teeth clamps down onto her wrists. Hey, you stupid face! What's going on? The white marble teeth gnaw from side to side, becoming stained with red. Damn it! Let me go. McGill calmly offers an explanation from behind us. Without saying something truthful to the best of one's ability, a mouth of truth will never let go. Not hearing him at all, Kid kicks the stone face in a fit of anger. "Let me go, you stupid face. I swear I'm gonna knock your teeth in." Then, as swiftly as it closed, the mouth opens. I crouch down to Kid, who's kneeling on the floor, rubbing her wrists. "Wow, I guess you weren't lying about knocking its teeth in." "Course not, mate. I showed him good. Bloody stone face." Kind of a neat device. "You didn't put anything inside the mouth, did you, Kid?" McGill asks. "What are you talking about?" "No." I walk over beside McGill and peer into the mouth. There, behind its teeth, is a large pink tongue. I think there's some sort of an indentation in it, but I can't be sure. It's really far back in there. Maybe it wants us to put something on its tongue. Maybe that's the real test. Kid begins taking out her things. From in her pockets, under her shoes, and out of her hair, she gathers all sorts of personal effects. She stretches the pile of trinkets held in her hands out to me, smiling innocently. Guess it's my turn to face the test. As long as Kid's safe, I'm happy, I suppose. Wondering what the mouth of truth could possibly want, I reach for one of her accessories. So let's see, we can try using the small silver mirror. Wow. The file, the centipede, the lipstick, the special raisins, a huge explosion, a leather scroll. You know what? I think I'm going to do something that I rarely do. I am going to leave this as a cliffhanger. And whenever we come back, we will choose one of these items here and start feeding the face. I don't really know what I'm leaning towards yet. I'm curious what a huge explosion is, though. Could we blow it up?